How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Every Brand Breakdown. And if you're not familiar with what Every Brand Breakdown is, we're going through the alphabet A to Z. Every letter, we're hitting a brand that has potential resale. At least some of the products do. And we're going over pretty deep into the market, looking at some of the stuff that sells. In this video, we are on the letter M. We're going to go over Mountain Hardwear. I wanted to do Marmot. I think I'm going to do Marmot the next go around for the alphabet. Mountain Hardwear is a little bit less known, I think. And I feel like their stuff's just a little bit better than Marmot, so I wanted to get it out of the way. And if you didn't already know, there's a playlist on the YouTube channel. I will put a link to it in the description, and that's a good way to get all the videos in one, because they kind of come out twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, all over the place if you look at the channel, but it's nice in the playlist if you want to go there. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you're watching and that you appreciate these Every Brand Breakdowns, because not that many people watch it, but those who do, you're learning a lot about the brand, about the market, about having amazing stuff for yourself or to resell on eBay or Poshmark. Let's jump right into Mountain Hardwear. We're going to go over a little bit of the history of the company, parent company, a little bit of the eBay market, Poshmark warranty, and then I think that'll wrap up the video. Mountain Hardwear. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this, but they spell it Mountain Hardwear. It's kind of like a pun. It's hardware, is a nut is their logo, but it's W-E-A-R, like you're wearing a pair of clothes. If you're not familiar with Mountain Hardwear, they're an outdoorsy brand. They make jackets, they make gear, equipment, jackets, clothes, pants, all that stuff for kind of like more of the alpine scene, but they also cross over into a lot of the other stuff. So this company was founded in 1993 by some former employees of Sierra Designs. So as the brand was building in the mid to late 90s. Eventually, I guess it became popular and big enough that Columbia Sportswear scooped in 2003, and they are the current owners of Mountain Hardwear. And Columbia is a publicly traded company. The stock ticker is COLM, and you can see right here that you've just been going up since the financial crisis in 2008, 2009. They've just been going up since then. They do pay a 1% dividend. I'm not really a fan of a lot of Columbia clothes. I think it's very saturated and not that good of quality, and they're kind of big mega corporation. But hey, they own Mountain Hardwear and a lot of other companies too. So I feel that's a kind of a fun fact. Mountain Hardwear is a brand that REI carries. So if you go to REI, type it in, we get a good look at 173 items that Mountain Hardwear, REI carries for Mountain Hardwear. And let's see, the Ghost Whisperer down jacket, that's like one of their most popular things. There's some snow bibs, and as you can see, some of their best sellers are these baffled down jackets. There's their Ghost Whisperer 2. That is their new jacket. They're currently trying to sell out of their Ghost Whisperer 1. They're on sale. Bam. There's an Absolute Zero waterproof suit, $1,300. They make some pretty expensive gear. Some Gore-Tex stuff, $650. They make some pretty dang good expensive jackets. Even their, let's do like a base layer. Let's see what a base layer goes for. Oh, dang. So this base layer hoodie would be good. Wow. Yeah, they're not cheap. I have a wool base layer long sleeve shirt. And we're going to go to eBay. You're going to type in Mountain Hardwear, and we're going to take a look at the market. 14,000, so it's kind of saturated. There's a lot of listings on it. But if you go to the over $40 range, it drops down to like 5,000 listings. I kind of try to only mess in the $40 and up range, which is going to be like your higher quality materials, your vests and your vest jackets, and then kind of above that. Not to say that there's not money in the cheaper stuff, but the price point at a lot of the thrift stores, you'd have to be getting it for dirt cheap, like wholesale prices or the bins, in order to be selling like the really, really low end stuff. But it will still sell. It's a very popular brand. If we go to used only, that brings us down to 9,000 active listings. Let's go to completed. Completed 9.8 thousand completed listings, and sold is 7.1 thousand. So it's about a 72% sell-through rate, which is pretty dang good. And if we go to price plus shipping, highest first, it's going to be, some of these jackets, parkas, super alpine mountain climbing exploring stuff. There's your $400 jackets. There's a base layer with a hood, $38. Quarter zip base layer. Yeah, even their base layers aren't that bad. Here's a good look at the logo. So this, you'll see their logo's kind of discreet. You'll see this like on sleeves and stuff. Sometimes it'll be down by the waist. It's not like in your face. It's just this little nut. So be aware of that. And then they also have a spell out Mountain Hardwear on the chest, like this one right here. There you go. It's got the nut. It says Mountain Hardwear. Look, it's sold. Oh, that was a really good deal on that jacket. Looks brand new, $40. Probably underpriced it. Full zip, quarter zip, some pants, new with tags. So got a down vest, down jacket, down. Down's always good to pick up. I sold this vest, but I sold it I think for like $80. Mine was a size medium. It's a down, big puffy vest. And it had the packing bag too. Found that it was like $3. Sold it for I think 85. Yeah, their down stuff does pretty good. So that's a quick look at the eBay market. Let's take a look at Poshmark. Women's, $18. That's not good. Warm and fuzzy sweatshirt, $25. Down jacket, $60. 32, 18. See, this is. If this was a Patagonia, this would sell for like $60. But because it's Mountain Hardwear, it only sold for $20. It's still a great piece, just the branding. Here's a Mountain Hardwear. That looks just sort of like the vest that I sold, but $50. Here you go again. That fur full zip jacket thing, $15. That one did not hold its value very well. Puffer vest, $40. 25. Just a basic wool vest. It does have a logo on the chest there. See how discreet that thing is? It's like you can't see it that much. $20. So if you found this vest and they were asking like $9 at Goodwill, what are you gonna list it for $19? You'd have to pass on it. But them technical jackets are crazy good money. So let's look. There we go. Parka. So yeah, be on the lookout for these jackets. I did want to show one more thing. Let me find an example. So we're on eBay. Got this jacket. I got an example tag right here. So 206 OM 1790. So we're gonna go to Google. You type in Mountain Hardwear OM 1790. Close quotes. Oops, don't want that S in there. It does come up in Google. There's our OM 1790. That is their style code. So we could type on Peter Glenn, and we get an idea that it's the Mountain Hardwear G50 jacket, and that gives us our technical specs. He already has the name of it in, but that's the way you can figure it out with that style code. The Mountain Hardwear style codes are that OM number on the tag, so you'll be Googling that in order to try to do your research on the jacket. All right, let's take a look at the warranty policy. Claims up to 8 to 10 weeks. Limited lifetime warranty, so they don't want to cover wear and tear, misuse, accident, neglect. It's also only applicable to United States. It says practical use of the product. Proof of purchase may be required, but does not ask for proof of purchase. Coverage ends if you sell or transfer the product. So if you give it to somebody, if it was sold or bought at a thrift store, technically your warranty has just ended. I've never personally made a claim with Mountain Hardwear. I don't know exactly what they would do. I don't know if they would repair or replace, but I think Patagonia still has one of the top tier warranties. They'll inspect the product and then they will issue a credit or they will repair it after inspection. Here's a warranty form. But I've never personally used the Mountain Hardwear warranty. If you have, let me know about it in the comments. I'll be curious to find out. But I will put a link to the warranty in the description. That's pretty much the video. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about Mountain Hardwear or any recommendations for brands you want broken down. I don't think Mountain Hardwear, I've never seen a fake. So That's a question I get a lot is this company faked? And I've never really seen a fake with Mountain Hardwear. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.